under threat more than migration, I believe, gambling and betting.
Dobro, znači naš četvrti tim, u stvari mislim da i oni se bavi jako važnim pitanjima, ali jako the team.
Yeah, Zanetta and the team.
Skip the team, I didn't translate for the prvo je, malo smo s prijevodom, znači nisam prevala da je u stvari naš treći tim, najmlađi tim, ali također jako vrijedni, a to je Iqbala i Edina, koji su u stvari lider tog tima i pokazali se kao jako vrijedni. Četvrti tim također se bavi jako važnom stvari, njihov projekat se tiče kladionica, to kao što smo već ranije govorili.
Can you stand, Sister Zanetta and your team? Okay. Just for your information, one of the things about this team, and maybe the minister he will be interested to see their project. I think every school in Bihac, it is surrounded by at least 6 to 10 betting offices.
Mislim da će ovo biti naročito interesantno za ministra, da je njihovo istraživanje pokazalo da je svaka škola na ovom prostoru okružena sa najmanje 6 do 10 kladionica.
And this is really dangerous, and I think maybe the minister can work on working on a law or something like this to really protect the schools from this, because the target is becoming now schools, not older people.
Evo, mislim, nadam se da će ministar, da u stvari ističem da je to jako opasna stvar i nadam se da će ministar poraditi na donošenju nekog zakona koji će u stvari ukloniti te kladionice od škola, jer one u stvari ciljaju na mlade ljude, na škole, a ne na starije osobe.
And we cannot do inspiration without the spirit of entrepreneurship. And for that we have the fifth team led by Prof. Yasmina. Can you stand, and your team? And Jalila? Yes? Can we
se bavi poduzetništvom i ne možemo govoriti o inspiraciji da ne govorimo o poduzetništvu, kao profesor Yasmina, ja i Haris.
Yes. So we have the sixth team led by Prof. Azra, because this is the most difficult team, which is, I told you, why I fail. My most failures is not about doing success story. I'm specialized in doing success stories. My problem is sustainability. And for that we give Prof. Azra this team, which is about continuing the inspiration journey.
Šesti tim u stvari je tim profesorice Azre i to je u stvari koji rješava naš problem, jer mi ne možemo raditi na inspiraciji ako nemamo održivosti. Znači, zato smo profesorici Azre dali ovako važan.
Now, Dr. Demia will give you about summary about the schedule of the program quickly, so that you know how much we have to do in the next 5 days.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Your Excellency. I think by now we know what's the program during the day. In a brief, I'm not going to go through what is the program is, but I just want to give a brief how it's going to be. So always in morning session, we are going to have a very briefs every day about some of the concepts that we use in inspiration, such as observation, absorption, and whatever it is, all these concepts that we need to use, and the tools that we use when we go and do our inspiration labs, when we do our projects, so the students will have and they use the tools that they need. From there on, each team... I forgot.
Dakle, nećemo prolaziti kroz cijeli program od 5 dana, redom govoriti šta će se tačno dešavati, nego općenito, znači, evo, svako jutro krećemo od 9 sati sa nekim uvodnim, da kažem, od prethodnog dana šta se je dešavalo. Okay, maybe you can now say I will be summarize.
Okay. And then the teams are going to sit in their roles. The teams had a long journey that I'll talk about later on. And they're trying to integrate the students who are not with them, the youth from the other groups, either from Bosnia or the international, to share with them the work and see how they are going to continue in this work. So this is going to be part of the work every day.
Dakle, nakon, da kažem, uvodnog dijela svakog dana bit će jedan dio gdje će se prezentirati određene prezentacije da bi se na neki način ukazalo na ono o čemu se treba voditi računa u toku rada timova. Zatim će naši timovi raditi na onome što su i do sad radili, ali u saradnji sa onima koji nisu bili tu ranije, pa će se priključiti one koji se žele priključiti određenom timu, ali isto tako i iskoristiti prisustvo gostiju.
And then in every afternoon, we are going to have guests of honors and speakers and different guests. These guests are going to, the students are sort of putting them in a hot chair or whatever. They are going to exchange experience with them. They want to see how these people, from their positions, from their life experience, from their success story, they can learn how they reach or failed or got inspired. So the youth can learn from them and see how they can manage their tools. And then from what they hear every day from these stories, they get back after that and their teams again, and they try to redefine their project so they can build on this project through these 5 days.
U poslijepodnevnim satima svakog dana imat ćemo posjete različitih važnih osoba s kojima će naši timovi razgovarati o različitim pitanjima. U stvari na neki način će to biti kao neko ispitivanje gdje će naši gosti morati odgovarati na neka važna pitanja i oni će to onda iskoristiti kasnije kad budu realizirali, odnosno radili svoje projekte i pripremali.
But of course, Your Excellency, nothing to scare of the questions. We can pass you the questions before. Okay, and as you can see, some of the people who are going to come, okay, as Your Excellency, for example, we saw even people who is working in a garage, but he still has his own success story and he's a sport guy, so we invited them. We invited lots of other people, so whoever we can see a success story and can help the youth is going to be part of these guests.
Dakle, osobe koje smo pozivali su iz, da kažem, različitih okruženja, osobe za koje smo smatrali da mogu na neki način doprijeti. Pa tako, evo, sreli smo neke mlade ljude koji imaju svoju garažu, imaju uspješnu priču, još se bave i sportom, smatrali smo da oni na neki način mogu doprijeti jednom od ovih pitanja koje smo.
And just to relieve you, it's not going to be talking about inspiration economy during the morning time and inspiration youth, only me and Dr. Mohammed, so you don't feel bored from us. There are lots of experts coming from Bahrain with us, and they are all going to share their expertise with you as well.
Dakle, da ne bude samo da ćete ujutro slušati mene i profesora Bihac-a, isto tako svi naši gosti koji su došli iz Bahreina, oni su također među njima su stručnjaci koji će prezentirati svoj dio priče za radina.
Okay, and from here, these are some of the speakers you are going to, and I want to just share with you the story and why did we start this journey with you and
Znači, ovo samo neki od naših govornika, a s vama će da podijeliti jednu priču zašto smo stvari započeli ovo cijelo putovanje.
Okay. By now you all know why we have these 5 teams. And what I want to say, these 5 teams are not segregated teams. That's why we are putting them in circles. I can't work in the issue of values if I don't know about the issue of entrepreneurship, because I need this entrepreneurship feeling to work into my values. And if I have the values, that will help me to reduce and mitigate the problem of mitigation. And from there, I will appreciate the quality of life and importance of us. So they are all related to each other. They are not a segregated one.
Dakle, evo već smo vam ispričali zašto smo stvari odredili ove probleme da se bavimo njima i kako smo odredili naše timove. Međutim, stavili smo ih ovako u krug da bi pokazali da tu stvari nisu izdvojena pitanja, da to nisu razvojene oblasti, nego da su povezane. Pa ne znam, evo, poduzetništvo utječe na kvalitetu života, kvaliteta života utječe na vrijednost utječu na to da mladi ostaju tu, da izbjegnemo migracije i tako dalje. Dakle, jedan povezan krug, a ne razdvojen.
Okay, and I just want to start the story. How did we start the idea of this forum? It started about this forum when we came here in April. In April, we tried to observe lots of things. We had the forum here. It was our fourth forum by that time. And we tried to tackle the main problems that were there.
Dakle, evo sad ću vam objasniti priču stvari kako je sve započelo. Ovdje konkretno smo započeli u aprilu kada smo došli, to je bio naš 4. forum koji smo radili i u stvari smo tu uradili jednu observaciju, posmatranje, dakle ispitivanje okruženja.
And by May, we try to analyze these info and do the planning.
Okay. U maju smo onda znači, analizirali te u stvari ono što smo prikupili i napravili kao jedan plan šta dalje raditi.
By July, we were here, we had the teams, we had the teams started to work, data collection started, and the journey started.
U julu smo dakle formirali timove i timovi su odmah počeli s radom i počelo je prikupljanje podataka.
And here now we are in September, we are going to finalize the teamwork. Each team by end of this 5 day will have its project, we are going to plan it.
U septembru smo znači evo već finalizirali ovaj dio istraživački i sad će timovi već znači početi da pripremaju i da rade na svoj projekt.
The journey will not end in September by ending of this form, but all teams have to apply these projects during from October to April 17.
Dakle, priča, odnosno putovanje ne završava ovdje u septembru ovim forumom, nego se nastavlja. Dakle, nakon ovog foruma timovi će morati da primjene svoje projekte, da ih, da kažem, stave u praksu i sve to mora doći do 2017.
And then of course all these data collection and info will be sent to the jury, and inshallah by July 2017 we'll be back here in Bihac with a jury, more international jury, and we are going to evaluate all these projects.
Dakle, nakon toga sve ono što su prikupili i što su odradili treba da se pošalje članovima žirija koji će to sve pregledati i na kraju, evo, uz Božju pomoć, znači do jula 2017. žiri treba doći ovdje i odabrati najuspješniji projekt.
And as you can see the story, it's the same sequence of the days, from inspiring us, engaging us, teamwork, inspiring project, spread the inspiration and keep us inspired. So it's the same sequence of the 5 days we are going to have.
Dakle, i cijelo ovo naše putovanje ima isti put kao što ima i ovaj forum i ovih 5 dana koje ćemo raditi. Od toga, dakle, od onog da nas inspiriše, odnosno da se mladi inspirišu, da se uključe, zatim timski rad, početak inspirativnih projekata, širenje inspiracije i na kraju održivost inspiracije, odnosno da nastavimo sa inspiracijom.
Okay, and here it is the same 5 days I was talking about, how we are going until we can spread and keep the inspiring up in here.
Ovdje znači možete vidjeti kako izgleda tih 5 dana koje smo planirali, evo kao što sam rekao, da se inspirišemo do toga da nastavimo dalje sa inspiracijom.
And just as we are working with youth, we need to bring more color to them. Each, as you can see, each team has its own color and it was chosen carefully according to the meaning of its team. For example, values white because as you know it's the peaceful color, quality of life, it's the green as the greenery of everything. And as volunteer work, it's lifelong learning, it's high as the sky, so it's blue. Entrepreneurship, it's gold always. Migration has your flag color, and youth inspiration, of course, will have the inspiration color.
Dakle, evo, s obzirom da radimo s mladima, moramo u ovaj cijeli posao unijeti više boje, pa smo tako svakom od naših timova dodijelili pojedinu boju u odnosu na ono što ih u stvari na neki način karakteriše. Pa tako, evo, bijela boja je za mlade, odnosno za tim koji se bavi vrijednostima i etikom, zelena kao kvaliteta života, mladi i nevladine organizacije, znači plava kao boja volonterizma, zatim imamo zlatnu boju kao boju poduzetništva, tu je onda žuta boja kao jedna od boja vaše zastave i ona se odnosi na tim za migracije i na kraju boja instituta inspirativne ekonomije, a to je ljubičasta i za tim za inspirativno.
Okay, and I think about the project teams and how they are. It was well explained by Dr. Mohammed, and how each team has its own team mentor and leader and the experts going to work with them. So I'm not going through this. And the most important thing maybe for each team, we had a set of questions that we gave to them so they can start and answer them during their work.
Dakle, evo, da ne govorim sad onako o organizaciji kako su timovi organizirani, da bi to već objasnili profesor Bihac, nego samo znači da smo mi svakom od timova dali kao neka pitanja, kao neke stavke koje u stvari trebaju da prođu u toku svog rada.
Okay, so, and that's it. And of course, we are going to work with the partners. None of the teams can work on their projects by their own. There will be always with their partners that they can work with.
To je otprilike to, evo, dakle na kraju naši partneri, jer niko ne može raditi ništa bez partnera, pa tako i mi, dakle, mi smo u organizaciji ovog svega imali partnera.
Thank you, Dr. Dunya. I think the Minister and the Rector, maybe they want to leave. Rector, I think he will come to us by, inshallah, 2 o'clock, as per our agreement today. I think he's today, he's the first guest for the youth today.
Dakle, evo, ako baš morate ići, naravno, mi bi započeli sa radnim dijelom. Naravno, rektora očekujemo i danas popodne, kad ima i svoj isto radni dio, da će odgovarati na pitanja i vi ste jedan od prvi gosti u tog posjeta.
Okay, before you go, both of you, I would like all of us to take a photo with you, but first, and as an appreciation from me and Prof. Khalid, wanted to give you something that to remember about Inspiration Fund.
Prije nego što odete, želili smo jednu fotografiju napraviti zajedničku, ali osim toga, ja i profesor Khalid želimo da vam poklonimo male zajedničke.
Can we invite the Minister?
Okay.
I'd like to thank you for your support all the way. So I'd like also to invite the Rector also for the stage.
صورة لا؟ لا فيديو.
I'd like to invite also the Prof. Fuad, please, for his support. And last but not least, Albiana, for her support also. Okay, it's an opportunity to take photo with them. Can you translate, Jalila? It's an opportunity to take photo with them because we'll make, they should remember is that now this is a start of a journey that they should support to continue, inshallah.
Treba iskoristiti ovu priliku da se uslikamo s njima jer je ovo početak puta kojom su oni preuzeli odgovornost da će dati podršku tom putu.
So please come all of you.
زين خلنا تقلصين على بعض ما يصير؟
All of you come.
مريت ترقينا اللون ان شاء الله ما
You all can sit down.
سام شيء اللي يطيح يطيح؟ اي خوفي يطيح اي بس مسكها بس اي مسكها بس او سكها شلون سكها؟ اي فيديو شلون